Since the incident, the accident, I've had people phone, well, what's the update? The reality is, this is not a time for updates. This is not a time for careers. This is a time for faith and prayer and healing for Anthony. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, you got to give him time. And we're not interested in the future right now. We're interested in, as I said, Anthony and his well-being, and obviously the well-being as much as possible as the friends and family that are affected by this tragic incident.
Hey, man, we thank God. I'm telling you, you scared the world. You scared the world, and it's crazy because obviously we deal with the haters, we deal with all of the bullshit each and every time. It sucks that it takes something serious like this to really see, how many people have their eyes on you, on the world.
You know that Tyson Fury is training, right? So the idea is that Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury will be fighting mid-year or end of year this year, 2026. And of course, the plans haven't developed further. I think it stopped as it should, but I don't think it regressed, and I don't think it's been canceled. I think right now it should have stopped for a minute. Okay, we need a break here because...
And we're all devastated. So, at this point, all I can tell you is, AJ is going to need his time. Obviously, he deserves his time, and he's mourning. We're all mourning, and of course, the families more than anything are mourning. And right now, there's no comment on AJ's career until we have an opportunity for that time to come where a conversation should take place. And that's nowhere near happening right now.
Breaking news from Eddie Hearn puts all rumors to rest about Anthony Joshua. Eddie confirms that Anthony Joshua is not retiring. He simply needs time to recover physically, emotionally, and spiritually after the tragic car crash and the loss of his two brothers. Fans should respect Anthony Joshua's privacy while he focuses on healing.
With his brother, his Nigerian brother Usman, they were discussing, and this is what was said.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Obviously, two of my good friends passed away.
They were in the front, the two people in the front seats?
One was in the front and one was behind him, so those two.
Oh, on the right side. On the right side.
Yeah, on the right side, both passed away, As soon as the sun hit me,
Brother, I'm sorry for that, man. Hey, you scared the world. I'll tell you that right now. You scared the world.
Just want to be life is short, man. Life is short. And now in the week, I get to speak to you for the first time.
No, it's a funny way of moving things, man. Hey, man, we thank God.
Anthony Joshua's heartfelt words about losing his two brothers are devastating. Even champions face battles outside the ring, and this tragedy hits deeply. It explains why Anthony Joshua needs time to grieve and recover. Fans must respect his space as he focuses on healing physically, mentally, and emotionally before returning.
Conversations from us about a career, any move, what's next. This is a terrible tragedy, and Anthony's going to need his own time physically and emotionally. And, at the moment, there's nothing to discuss or say. Let's give him his time and, pray for him and, of course, all the families involved.
Eddie Hearn reinforces that Anthony Joshua needs space to heal after the unimaginable loss of his brothers. The focus isn't boxing right now. It's recovery and emotional well-being. Fans must understand that stepping back doesn't mean giving up. This tragedy has shaken Anthony Joshua's world, and every decision now revolves around processing grief. Respecting his privacy is paramount. The strength Anthony Joshua shows off the ring now is as vital as the power he displays in it, proving champions face battles beyond punches.
Working very hard for this return. The Gypsy King is not taking this lightly whatsoever. I've read a few comments. I'm looking a bit hench, chubby, fat. Well, welcome to my world. Never been any different. Beat everybody with a fat belly. Never been any different. Never made any odds before. Why should it make any odds today? I weigh in about 20 stone at the moment. Probably get down to around about under 19 maybe for the comeback. Nice and loose and fast. Really looking forward to it. Been away for a while, but I'm back now. I had a year out, and then if I box in the first quarter, could be up to 16 months out the ring. So yeah, it's a long time for a man 37-year-old, 38 this year. Let's see if that's...
While Anthony Joshua is focusing on healing, the boxing world moves around him. Tyson Fury's comeback shows the discipline and drive it takes to return after time away. Anthony Joshua now faces the challenge of matching that relentless focus once he's ready. The contrast highlights the mental and physical readiness required at the top level. Recovery is not weakness. It's preparation. Fans should anticipate Anthony Joshua's eventual return knowing he will be stronger, smarter, and more determined after facing such personal tragedy.
And his family, and it's been a very, very difficult few weeks. And yesterday was a beautiful but brutal day, and yeah, I don't know how I...
Adam Smith captures the raw emotional weight Anthony Joshua has been carrying. The loss of his friends and the grief surrounding his brother's tragedy is unimaginable. Even for a man trained to face physical battles, emotional wounds cut deepest. This period shows Anthony Joshua's human side beyond the ring. His focus now is not titles or comebacks, but processing grief, honoring lost loved ones, and leading on his support system. Fans must respect this emotional journey and anticipate his eventual return with empathy and patience.
How it's affected their family. So you want to concentrate on AJ. How's it going to affect AJ? Instead of concentrating on how's it affected the people that have lost.
Johnny Nelson puts the spotlight on the human side of Anthony Joshua. The loss of friends and the emotional impact on their families has shaken Anthony Joshua profoundly. Boxing fades into the background when confronted with tragedy of this scale. His recovery, both emotional and physical, is the priority. Fans witnessing this see a fighter who is forced to navigate grief while maintaining resilience. Anthony Joshua's strength now lies in surviving emotionally before stepping back into the world of sport he dominates.
You don't know what other people are going through. And even though AJ, we're not on the best terms, man, I feel for this brother, man. Because it could have been my family, could have been my friends. And, I feel like, man, it's mentally, kind of draining looking at this stuff all day on the line. And like I said, I didn't really see nothing too graphic until this morning. Now I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my life, man. I've seen dead bodies before and all that. And, man, I don't even know how to even express myself.
This period is a turning point for Anthony Joshua. The tragedy he endured reminds the world that even elite athletes are vulnerable. Recovery isn't just physical, it's emotional and spiritual. Every fan must recognize the enormity of what he's facing and the courage it takes to pause, reflect, and heal. Anthony Joshua's time away is not defeat. It's preparation. When he returns, it will be with renewed focus and a deeper understanding of life beyond the ring.
Around you and you're close to your people and you think a lot of them, it's going to have a big effect. So it's going to be an emotional wrecking ball ride for him for quite a while. It will be. It's the loss. The loss is, you can't put a word on it. It's that deep of a loss.
Peter Fury's insight captures the emotional storm surrounding Anthony Joshua. Losing people close to him is not just a personal tragedy. It's a seismic shock that affects every part of his life. Fans often see Anthony Joshua as invincible in the ring, but moments like this remind us he's human. The grief acts like a wrecking ball, testing his resilience and mental strength. Yet the support of family, friends, and Eddie Hearn ensures he's not facing this alone. This period will shape him not only as a fighter, but as a man, strengthening his resolve for a triumphant return.
How valuable life is and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs, and these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing your life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these two men who were somebody's child, someone's brother, and that's what you've got to think about. Those people that are.
Johnny Nelson reminds us that boxing fades into insignificance when life itself is at stake. Anthony Joshua has faced unimaginable loss, and the impact is profound. Losing close friends and seeing the effect on families forces perspective. It is a stark reminder that even champions are vulnerable, and emotional recovery is as crucial as physical healing. Anthony Joshua must process these events fully before considering a return. Fans witnessing his struggle see the man behind the fighter confronting grief, valuing life, and finding strength to carry on. This tragedy deepens his character and sets the stage for a powerful comeback.
It's not. It's a sport. Put it in perspective. Who cares whether he carries on boxing? That's not the thing. Human lives have been lost. You can never. That's price. You can't get them back. It's priceless. You can't get it back. What does boxing matter? It don't matter one bit. That's what I'm saying to you. It's like, but sometimes you get these real.
Angle cuts to the heart of the matter. Boxing is secondary to life itself. Anthony Joshua's recent tragedy is a harsh reality check, reminding fans that no ring title or belt matters when loved ones are lost. This perspective highlights the emotional toll on Anthony Joshua, who must navigate grief while under public scrutiny. Recovery is not weakness. It is essential for his mental and emotional health. Fans must respect this pause, understanding that true strength comes from enduring hardship and returning stronger. Anthony Joshua's eventual comeback will carry deeper meaning and resilience forged through unimaginable pain.
And his family, and it's been a very, very difficult few weeks. And yesterday was a beautiful but brutal day, and I don't know how.
Adam Smith's words reveal the immense emotional weight Anthony Joshua has carried in recent weeks. The combination of grief, reflection, and the brutal reality of loss has been overwhelming. Even a fighter of Anthony Joshua's caliber is human, and this period emphasizes the importance of emotional recovery alongside physical healing. The beautiful but brutal moments speak to the duality of mourning, honoring lost loved ones while confronting the shock and pain. Fans witnessing this understand that Anthony Joshua's journey is not about titles now, but about regaining strength and mental clarity, preparing him for a future comeback with renewed purpose.
We're all devastated, which we are. Imagine how that family are feeling right now, and may God bless his soul.
Eddie Hearn's message highlights the often overlooked emotional side of boxing. Anthony Joshua is navigating grief in a world that prizes toughness and machismo. The devastation he feels is compounded by the public's expectations. Yet Eddie reminds fans that showing emotion is human. This tragedy isn't just personal. It's a test of mental resilience. Anthony Joshua's journey now is about processing loss, supporting affected families, and regaining his inner strength. Fans must appreciate the courage it takes to confront vulnerability, knowing that when Anthony Joshua eventually returns, it will be with renewed determination and profound emotional depth.
Is actually making into this earth. Everyone dies at some stage, So I think across the board, one has to be happy inside. No matter about the material possession one owns, how that's a car and a driving. Very, very careful of other people we choose to hang around with and associate them, because you soon become like the people who spend bursts of hell.
The sheep come that comes around with lions. Sheep receive without an eye. So pick your friends and your circle wisely. Much as the kids is, it starts to flourish and grow, and blossom, and rather than perish, made away And so look at the environment.
This clip offers a rare glimpse into Anthony Joshua's mindset before the tragedy. Even amidst normal life, he reflected deeply on the fragility of existence and the importance of surrounding oneself with the right people. His words about choosing friends wisely resonate painfully now, after the accident that claimed his brothers' lives. Anthony Joshua's awareness of mortality and life's true blessings shows a fighter who understands that real triumph is not measured in belts, but in living consciously and protecting those close to you. The grief he faces today is magnified by these reflections, adding an emotional layer to his recovery. Fans must recognize that Anthony Joshua is not just preparing for a return to boxing. He is rebuilding his life and mental strength. The wisdom in these words foreshadow a man who will emerge stronger, more grounded, and deeply motivated to honor his loved ones in and out of the ring.
First post since the tragic accident, okay? This came from his social media, and of course, if you guys didn't see it in the preview of the video, it was simple but strong and powerful, and it stated, "My brother's keeper." And in this situation, it means that he's going to take care of everything. He's responsible for his...
Anthony Joshua's social media post is brief, but speaks volumes about his sense of responsibility and leadership. Declaring himself my brother's keeper demonstrates his resolve to honor his family and confront tragedy with courage. This is more than a statement. It's a promise to protect, guide, and rebuild the lives affected by the accident. Anthony Joshua is showing fans that strength is not just about the ring. It's about carrying burdens, facing grief, and standing tall in the most difficult moments. The phrase encapsulates the emotional weight he now bears. A weight that will shape his decisions, his mindset, and ultimately his return to boxing. Fans witnessing this see a man whose character is defined not by championships alone, but by loyalty, responsibility, and the courage to face loss head-on. Anthony Joshua's next chapter is as much about healing as it is about triumph.
Alright, he's lucky enough to still be alive, but fuck me, his body must be going through a lot right there. This is not a man who winces in pain easily, right? He gets punched for a living. And obviously, like, you're supposed to take people out of car accidents like that with great care because you...
Eddie Hearn's update brings a glimmer of relief amid an otherwise tragic story. Anthony Joshua surviving such a severe accident without major injuries is nothing short of miraculous. While his body may have escaped serious harm, the emotional and psychological trauma remains immense. And this is where the real recovery begins. Fans must understand that healing for Anthony Joshua is a multi-layered process combining physical rest with deep emotional